Hello, everyone, and welcome to another exciting Dragon Ball discussion. This is nickabenson of the nickabenson Nation, but you guys can call me Jet Black. I will be your host for today as we talk about could Universe 6 and Universe 7 survive the Tournament of Power? Spoilers ahead, so make sure to, if you don't want spoilers, tune back in when you're ready, and if you are ready for spoilers, to stay strapped in for the ride. If you're new to the nickabenson Nation, make sure to smash that subscribe button so that you may join in our ranks and enjoy the festivities. And if you are already a member of nickabenson Nation, then make sure to share this video with a friend so that we can expand our ranks. Yo, if you are into Dragon Ball content, then this is definitely the channel for you. We already have done a video about will we see a Universe 6 Super Namekian. This video in some ways is connected to that idea. So in order to kind of like get a refresher before this video, I'd recommend watching that one. But if not, we will quickly go over some of the points that we talked about in that video in order to expand upon them in this video. We also do gameplays of Soccer Spirits, Skullgirls. We do a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Dokkan Battle, of course, and we do discussions about a variety of media, whether it be DC movies or even WWE discussions. But enough of a plug. Let's jump in and talk about Ken Zyro's image that he posted on Twitter. So Ken Zyro is a Dragon Ball Twitter guy. He does a lot of translations for a lot of the Dragon Ball media that comes from Japan. And you'll notice when you watch a lot of Dragon Ball YouTubers talk about something that came from Japan that's been translated, they'll mention people like Ken Zyro and Herms. And I highly recommend, if you want Dragon Ball news, as soon as it drops, that you follow these translators. Because if you don't speak Japanese natively, or if you're unable to read Japanese natively, then the translators drop the news as soon as we can get it. Because they're actively looking at this information and translating it for us. So I got to give them huge props and make sure that if you do want the news as soon as possible, that you follow Ken Zyro. Now, jumping more into the images in question, it's been revealed that Universe 6's two unknown fighters are Namekians. Many fans feel that these Namekians may actually be counterparts to Namekians that we already know in the franchise. Some are saying this may be Universe 6's version of Piccolo, whether he be good or evil. And some I've also heard have said that this may be a way of making Lord Slug canon, essentially having like a Universe 6 counterpart to Lord Slug, in a similar way to how Kale is like our canon version of Broly. But again, that has not been confirmed. All we have are the images of the Namekians themselves. And they will play a crucial role into this idea of could Universe 6 and Universe 7 survive the Tournament of Power? In case these images are a little too small for you guys, I also have enlarged the image somewhat. So here are the two Namekians in question that are talked about for Universe 6 and Universe 7. So one of the big concepts behind how Universe 6 and Universe 7 could survive the Tournament of Power has to do with assimilation, which is a ability that Namekians have that allows them to permanently bond together into one being. We've seen this with Piccolo before, with Piccolo and Nail and Piccolo and Kami. They can merge into one being, deciding ahead of time who will be the main being and who will be kind of like a side, consciousness kind of thing, essentially allowing one being to come from the two, increasing in their power but merging in memory. So what is interesting about this concept is that if for some reason the Universe 6 Namekians assimilated with Piccolo in the Universal Survival Tournament or the Tournament of Power, then we could have one Namekian that is of both universes. Not only would this increase Piccolo's power, as he would now have merged with even more Namekians or assimilated with, but it would also make a fighter who has an interesting win condition. Think about it like this. In the Universal Survival arc, the goal is for your universe to be the last one standing. If Goku was the last fighter in the arena for the Tournament of Power, then he would win in Universe 7 when be destroyed by Zeno. But if Hit was the last one standing in the Tournament of Power, then Universe 6 would not be erased, and the other universes would be erased. But if the last character, the last person left in the Tournament of Power is of both universes with no distinguishable like grab between them, what do you do? Do you erase one of their universes that they're from? Is that truly like a full victory? Essentially what I'm saying is, if through some means Piccolo assimilated with the other Namekians that are from Universe 6, and that being that was created from that was the last fighter, would Zeno essentially have to leave Universe 6 and Universe 7? Due to the fact that if you erase one universe versus the other, which one is truly the right universe? And this idea goes beyond fusion, because if these characters were to fuse together, then the argument would be, the fusion will wear off, there's eventually will just be like one of them kind of thing. No, I mean, there'll eventually be like more than one of them, but Namekian assimilation is permanent. So Piccolo, if he assimilated with the Universe 6 Namekians, they would produce one fighter, and that one fighter is just them. So distinguishing which universe is right, like even if Piccolo was the dominant mind over the body, he still would have all the memories of the Universe 6 Namekians, so it would still be like his home. He would have two home universes to be fighting for, and for them to erase one over the other, Piccolo wouldn't just be able to choose. You know what I mean? So for one, that'd be an interesting conflict to see. Like if Piccolo had to choose, now that he's been like torn between the two universes in a way, but really being like a representative of both. But because they can't just unfuse, it would be a way for them to say, well, the final fighter represents Universe 6 and 7 collectively, therefore Universe 6 and 7 should not be erased. And to push this further, like, why would they do something like this? This could be a way for them to preserve characters that they've been building up. If we look back at the chart of Universe 6 fighters, they've been hyping up a good number of these characters since the Universe 6 tournament. We've gotten to see Kaba now become somewhat of a, like, he's like spreading the idea of becoming a Super Saiyan throughout like Universe 6. He's not really like, I wouldn't say he's like legendary. He was like the first Super Saiyan of Universe 6, right? But he's like making it more prominent. Like without Kaba, Kale and Caulifla becoming Super Saiyans may not have ever been a thing. They just simply may never become aware of it being a concept, something that they could like grasp onto. And I think what's cool about it is that they've been hyping up Kale and Caulifla a lot. Kaba has been hinted at possibly being stronger, at least with how he was talking smack to Vegeta. Is still yet to be seen if he actually is any stronger than he was at the Universe 6 tournament. But there's been so much hype for these characters. There's the rivalry that's been built up between Goku and Hit. Having Hit actually having killed Goku in the past is that's like a really strong rivalry right there. Like that was actually really cool of an idea. I loved seeing that, and I'd love to see more of like Goku and Hit in the future. So with all the build that we've had on these four characters alone, let alone like the story behind Frost and the relationship between Champa and Beerus, it seems like there's a lot more for these characters in the story, and it would seem to be a shame if they just got rid of them. Like if that universe was erased and it's like, I guess they're gone and we'll never see them again in the story kind of thing. And it seems like there's been so much buildup for Universe 6 specifically that it seems like we will end up seeing more of them in the future, but there's no way to see more of them in the future if their universe gets erased. So I could see them introducing the concept of these Universe 6 Namekians to fuse with Piccolo in order to kind of have an out. They can do this where it's like, oh, well, they all fused into one fighter. So I guess both universes are safe as a creative kind of out of the box way for Universe 6 and Universe 7 to win. And he doesn't even have to be the last fighter, right? Universe 7 could win and have multiple fighters still in the arena. But Piccolo, during some point in the tournament, could have assimilated with the Universe 6 Namekians for whatever reason. And because Piccolo was included amongst their ranks, they have a representative that represents both universes. And because of that, Universe 6 can't also be erased. So, yeah, like you end up with that situation where it's like, I guess Universe 6 last after all. You know, I guess they won't actually be erased. So that's one of my ideas for how Universe 6 and Universe 7 could survive the Tournament of Power. But again, I feel like they've built up Universe 6 like over time anyways. So even if this isn't how they both survive, I still have a feeling that they will both survive. But what do you guys think? Post it in the comment section below. I would love to hear your ideas. Again, a lot of this is just speculation. All we've been given are these images of two Namekians. Two being a really special thing because you can't have Namekian assimilation with just one. That being said, the idea that I just provided could have worked out fine, you know, with just Piccolo. Piccolo and one of the Universe 6 Namekians could have assimilated, and they wouldn't have needed to in the first place for them to do that concept. But maybe these two will assimilate first, and maybe later on, their combination could assimilate with Piccolo. And also, it'd be interesting to see Piccolo's character and how that could change him over time now that he's assimilated with these Universe 6 Saiyans. And we get to see how that may change Piccolo in the future. But yeah, so what do you guys think of that? Could you think of any other scenarios or situations in which you could see both Universe 6 and Universe 7 surviving? I know a lot of people are probably going to say whoever wishes on the Super Dragon Balls will probably wish for a way for all these characters to be together, regardless of them having been erased. But I also have heard a lot of talk in the community about how if that's how they decided to do it, that it would seem almost like a cop-out. You know, we've had all this build-up. The stakes were really high. And for you to just say that all the stakes got wished away, you know, what was the point? And I know that we've had this happen before, but in a lot of those situations, it was like actually world-ending. You know what I mean? Where it was like, if we don't win against this threat, there won't be a way to wish anyone back anymore. And it's a threat that's like so far beyond us, and it's trying to destroy us just for the purpose of like chaos and destruction, where if anything with the mortal level thing, it seems like it's some kind of order preservation. Like the mortal levels seem to exist as a way to rate whether or not universes should exist. And if your mortal level is low enough, then you just shouldn't exist. Like there's the system already set in place for getting rid of universes and having them not exist anymore. So it's not like it's this evil threat that the universes are being erased from existence. This is just like business. This is just how it works. And it's funny to say that because Zeno was such like a little kid, you know, but it's more of like a order thing, the mortal level thing, to keep the universes in balance or whatever. The mortal levels need to be of a certain height. And if they're not, it's like you have an employee that's not working to their full potential. It's like you fire his ass, you know, like that's essentially what's happening. But I feel like it would be a cop-out for them to make a wish on the Super Dragon Balls that allowed for like some of the universe fighters to like still live, or to have like all the universes that got erased to come back. It just seems like it's too simple of a solution. And I feel like whoever does get the Super Dragon Balls should make like probably like a cool wish, something that's interesting. I mean, imagine if like Frieza won, you know, like, and he just made like this like really douchey wish, you know. But I don't think they should wish for like all the universes to come back. It just seems too simple. It seems lazily written, and it doesn't seem like the consequences or the stakes of the tournament are that high. I personally still feel that if they did something where Piccolo fused with the Universe 6 Namekians, that it would just be a more interesting twist, because it's like, because there's this one being that's of both universes, they represent both universes. So if they win, then both universes should be saved. Like, they shouldn't both get erased. Then I feel like that actually would be like clever. It'd be an interesting idea. We get to see Piccolo develop more as a character. We get to see him finally be stronger. I mean, it's not like he hasn't been getting stronger over time, but we've seen assimilation in the past, and it really does boost Piccolo up to like higher levels. So I feel like that would be a very interesting way to see Universe 6 and Universe 7 survive the Tournament of Power. But again, I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you think Universe 6 and Universe 7 could survive the Tournament of Power? Thank you all again for watching this video. I truly appreciate it. If you're already subscribed to the nickabenson Nation, then make sure to share this video with a friend so that they can join in our ranks. And if you have not subscribed, make sure to smash that subscribe button. It is truly appreciated. The like goal for this video is 5 likes, so please, if we have not hit 5 likes yet, smash that like button. And if you do enjoy this video and genuinely like it, regardless of the number, make sure to smash the like, smash the like, smash the like. So thank you all once again for watching. I truly appreciate your time. This is your boy, Jet Black, logging out. Peace.